Previously on Zebra Selected One's channel.
Alright, so then you just hit record. Hit record. And then whenever you're ready, it'll go when you go. Diff? Yep. Oh, f me.
Your heat shield is like dangling on. That's what it was. It fell down, slammed onto your exhaust. Is what that sound was.
Either the transmission exploded or something.
It has been a few months now since we were able to look at get the G37 up on the lift, figure out what the problem was with the car. But here's what we got. This is what we noticed with the car was the axle had popped out of the differential. So really the differential wasn't actually a bad part, but that's what we noticed with it. Now that we have it up on the lift, you can see that it's kind of at an angle. It's not flat up here. You can see with the drive shafts going into it, it's supposed to be just going straight through here, actually at a pretty decent angle, and it's actually dropped down back here. Reason being is there's a bolt that goes through that socket right up there, and it is snapped off and down here, almost being held up by the exhaust. So I'm not sure if that bolt broke first or if that broke first over here. I also found out that this plug is just not plugged into anything. It's supposed to be plugged up in there. So I'm not sure if that broke off or that was just always busted off. That might be it, David. What if that's why I didn't have any traction control?
That's probably the sensor that does it, where it'll sense what's spinning or not.
I couldn't press the button on or off. It was just like always had it off. So I wonder if this sensor was always that issue. I bought another G37. I found a good deal on one. I figured I could just swap over the diffs and just call it a day. Apparently, can't do that. This differential is the one we took out. The exterior looks horrible, just like the ones inside here. But this is a open differential, not a limited slip differential. What I'm hoping, and I think what I found online, is that this guy over here and this guy over here are two different lengths. I think they are the same length on the side that we need, which would be this side. Pretty sure that's the one that we need, and I'm pretty sure it's the same size. I've never worked on a differential before, so I actually have no idea how to take this apart. I need to look up a YouTube video or something to figure out how these guys come out. But I was kind of hoping for a quick fix, taking one of these guys out, swapping it into the other differential. But the issue is that the bolt is actually broken off. We'll have to use this plate over here to, yeah, hopefully we can use one of these axles and then just meets up no problem. Oh yeah, the other issue we found too is the drive shaft is shot. Since that is bad, there's actually some play in the drive shaft, which it should not have any play at all. That is moving. You think the G35 and the G37 have the same drive shaft?
Absolutely. Why not?
Because if that's the case, we got a drive shaft sitting right back there. Bro.
Now you're talking.
Bro. What if? What if?
That could work.
We're gonna check. We're gonna try and find out.
It's this we you're talking about.
You were gonna find out for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can find out. So guys, I never quite realized why people part out cars until I started parting this thing out. We have most everything off the car currently. Still need to get the engine out of the car. We've got all the quarter panels. We still have that door on. But we have exhaust on the floor, drive shaft on the floor, sets of wheels, got the bumper. So we sold the front bumper, sold the quarter panel over on this side. We also sold the door, which I thought was kind of fun, a fun one to see. Another thing you guys can see is this car is wasted, absolutely, with the rust. The most fun part about taking everything off the car has been just the rusted bolts everywhere. Yeah, we also got the seats out of the car. I have someone come to pick these up today. Side skirts on the floor. Got the tires over here. Bumper. Really making some good progress as far as taking the car apart. You can see here, we just have a sea of rust all over the floor. Definitely in need of being retired. Both the seats are out of here. Still got some more parts to be sold. Pretty soon, once we get this thing all parted out, we're going to be working on getting the G37s all put together. Trying to get the G37 back on the road is going to be very, very nice. So really looking forward to that. I have 4 cars. Let me tell you, 4 cars is too many cars. Especially since the 4 cars that I have, I can only drive one of them. Most of the car has been parted out. Cool thing about it being parted out is I've actually been making money off of it. The G35 is actually kind of a rare car. I figured that I might be able to sell a few parts off of it, maybe make $1,000, maybe make a couple grand off of it. I thought that what I'd be able to do with the car is part it out, sell the wheels, sell the headlights, and maybe sell the engine. And I'm not really sure that anybody else will buy any of the parts for it. I didn't realize how lucrative parting out a vehicle is, but I had quite a few people that bought parts off the car. 50 to 60% of the car has been sold now. My favorite part actually that somebody talked to me about was the radio bezel. The guy asked me about it, and I was like, I mean, if he was buying something else, I'd be like, dude, you can just have the piece. I don't care about that part at all. I was thinking, well, I don't want him just to come down, you know, just to get a free part or anything. So I want to make some money off of it if he's actually interested in this part. I'm like, $50. You know, if this guy really wants this piece, $50 and it's his. Comes down, and he actually was interested in the exhaust as well. Ended up buying the exhaust. He's like, dude, do you know how much this thing goes for? And I was like, no. And as soon as he asked that, I was like, oh no. I've advertised this way too low. Come to find out, this part was over $400 on eBay. I was like, $400? That's more than I bought for the whole car. That's what I paid for the whole car. I was kind of kicking myself a little bit. You can have that price advertised for a part. So if nobody actually buys the part, if nobody's interested in the part, then you can just hang on to that part for a couple years and never actually sell it. I'm just happy to get $50 out of the thing and obviously get rid of that part, because otherwise it would have just gone to the scrapyard with the rest of the car. The headlights were one of those things I did look up. They're aftermarket. These are going to be worth a lot of money, because the ones I bought for the Infiniti G37 were $1,200. These ones are got to be worth a lot of money. I look them up and you can get them brand new for $300. I was like, man, I was hoping to make some good money off this, and you know, if I really wanted to sell them quickly, I could sell them for $100 or $200 or something. I'll advertise them at $300, which is what the brand new price is for these things. I'll see if anybody jumps on it. If they want to negotiate a little bit, that's fine, you know, whatever. It was one of the first things I sold for $300. And he did mention that they were a little bit on the special side, like they had the black bezel on the inside, worth a little bit more than what I thought. I don't know. But yeah, so far having 4 cars has been a lot of fun. The 4 cars that I've had, 3 of them I haven't been able to use at all. And once everything's said and done, I'm going to be right back to having 2 cars again. And I really do think that having 2 cars is a happy middle of the road having cars. Like for the car hobby, that's a good middle of the road. But it is kind of nice having the variety of cars. The cool thing is comparing this car versus the G37. You know, the G37 has been my car for the last 5 years, and it's rear-wheel drive. It has an amazing limited slip differential on the car. I think there's some bugs I'm trying to figure out with the R32 specifically, and the main thing has been the alignment for the car. I did take the car to get an alignment done on the car, and that was when I had some bad parts on the car, and I had good parts on the car. I checked the alignment again, and it's just kind of off a little bit, so I still need to get that kind of figured out. Having 4 cars has been temporary, and the G35 is pretty much taken care of. It's gone. It's going to be on its way here pretty soon, and then pretty soon it'll be just the R32 and a single G37. The Nissan 370Z and the G37 is that most of the reasons why those cars get totaled when they are in some sort of an accident is because the headlights by themselves, brand new, $2,200. And of course, the best thing about the R32 is the transmission for this car. My buddy Tom has a Audi TT, same generation as this car does. We're pretty sure they have the exact same transmission, but it is amazing how easy this car is to shift. You go through the gears so easily. I just don't have any extra wheels anymore. I sold both extra sets of wheels I had for this car, the original and then the modified version that had the bent wheels, and then now I just have the set that's currently on the car. And I really like only having 1 set currently. I know my dad really enjoys not having extra set of wheels just laying around the house. Another thing I've been really enjoying with having a variety of cars to drive is the difference in how they drive. I've never had an all-wheel drive car. All the cars I've ever had were front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive. The biggest thing that I actually did not like about this car when I first got it was that it didn't seem like I could take turns as fast as with the G37. Looking at the numbers, looking at the speeds, I'm going the exact same speed taking those turns, but it just seems like this car is slower going through the turns. And the main reason for that is when I'm exiting the turn, I don't have that get up and go like I normally have with the G37. I've found that if you want to take turns a little on the faster side with this car, you have to take that turn at the speed you know the car can take the turn, not try to adjust that speed when you're in the turn. You can slow down a little bit when you're in the turn, but mainly it's you can't accelerate once you're going that speed through the turn. This car seems to be like, if you're accelerating, it's in a straight line and that's it.